Hello everyone, welcome on into a new stream of Rookie to Audio. Hope you're doing well. Stream number 46, and today we look to stay unbeaten with our FC Tokyo team. Let's turn that down a bit, it's a bit loud. Yeah, we've got a couple of nice, we've got a really nice first up game against the team bottom and not predicted to do very well in Jubilo Iwata. So hopefully some easy points for you there. The prediction's live. And from there we take on some tougher teams. Selezo Osaka, Kashiwa Reysol, who we're up there, just fallen off their last couple of games, and we're going to see how we get on off the back of the sale of O'Hara to the Urawa Red Diamonds, that £4.1 million clause triggered. I think this is actually our first game since he's left. So going to be interested to see how this goes with him no longer at the club. But welcome and hope you're all doing well. If you're on YouTube, consider leaving a nice big thumbs up on the stream to help it push it out to people. English is hard. And if you're on Twitch, good old follow. Anything else is awesome, helps out, but a follow's good enough. You know, just keep it nice and chill vibes. I hope you're all doing well out there. Welcome on, and if you're in the North Island and you're some areas, thoughts go with you because the weather up there is bloody terrible, isn't it? But yeah, good old New Zealand summers are hitting. But here is where we stand. So this is, we didn't actually play a lot of games yesterday. Truth be told, we played 3-1 over Shimizu West Pulse, 3-0 over Constellation Sapporo. Actually got our toughest test in the Emperor's Cup second round by second tier Vigalta Sendai. Just did enough there to get that done in extra time. So that was a slight concern. We did start off the back of the sale of O'Hara. Yakia O'Hara, going to call him now because he's made a yuck move. Bigger club, my Heine, is getting paid like it though, to be fair, 21k a week. Yeah, not happy that happened, but he was causing dynamic issues, so he's gone. We got 4.1 million for him though, albeit not all of that in the transfer budget, so it does, or percentage wise in our transfer budget. So Ishizaka comes in, not that fit, but we're gonna have to use him. So he'll have a crack. It's a nice game to play him, this one. As well as that, we've got a couple of other transfer deals in the works. Kazaki Someo, I think we would put that bid in yesterday. It did get accepted. He should be joining the club as a squad player centre-back option, so you're using that money mainly to bulk out our depth here, which is quite nice. As well as that, Sota Kawasaki did manage to get him on a squad player contract with installments that will get quite expensive, but he is quite a nice looking player. So for a local, I think we cop that. He'll be the centre midfield backup while I've got to remember player names here still. It is Hattori will be the DM backup, so that's going to mean we've got a bit more depth there in midfield. And also, as well as that, on a free, Gabriel Hudek looked quite handy. Just when I was looking around earlier for people with high potential, on a free out of the Netherlands, sure, why not? And we might go with this guy in the cam. 450k up front and David Arroyo in behind our Icelandic absolute boss at the moment. He's handy enough. I'd still quite like Gio Reyna, but he wants a lot of wage, and I don't think we can actually afford it, but we'll see, because we have got another bid for a player to leave, and that is Shumaluka for 1.2 million. So that could help us out quite a bit there from the Ghanis. We might try and actually offer him out for a little bit more if we can, see if we can get a bit of a bidding war going on here for one of our players maybe, and we'll try that. But yeah, we might get a bit more money than I thought through that. So that's what's going on transfer wise, and also there was one other him for 300 and something. He's very average, so just a nice little top up there. So there's going to be a bit of stuff happening today. The striker, I still haven't found a good one, and the ones that I did find wanted quite a bit of money, so we might actually need to use that Maruka money for that, for just to get a backup striker and make sure that promise we made back when we sold the Spaniard before signing in the actual replacement striker does get fulfilled. It says it's acceptable currently. I'd just like to make, it'd be really nice if it happened instantly. Just, you know, I don't want to upset the team so early, especially when we're playing well. But first up, we've got Jubilo Iwata. That's what the club looks like. You'd think not a bad club, but they are rock bottom, and way down there. So it should be a nice first up game for us today before we get a little bit tougher. Solezo, Osaka, Kishiwa, Reysol. So yeah, that's what's going on going today's stream. So yeah, hope you're all doing well. Let's get stuck into our first game as we take on Jubilo. So going back to a stronger team for this game after we did rotate a little bit in the cups. Sato at right wing, Ishizaka makes his debut here. Valakari has been our best player so far. It would be pretty harsh to get Gio Reyna in his place, to be fair. And Bakardinov, I think, skipped that last game as well. Still a couple of players down here we're trying to get rid of as well. Nazarov, Majrahi, Yokoyama, Yamada, but no one wants them. So it's a bit of a... We definitely could... If we could get rid of all them, we might have a shot at Gio Reyna, which would be all sorts of fun because he would tear up this league. But we'll see how things go. But I'm pretty happy with the squad at the moment. Just a bit of extra depth would be nice, and maybe an improvement in goal as well. Not that Ishikawa, attribute-wise, is that bad, to be fair. So we're probably not too bad with him, but especially with the backup being Mori with quite a bit of potential. Would like him to actually be playing more, but Nazarov keeps getting injured. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So we're going to take this game relatively seriously. Try and get a nice gap on top early. We don't have Asian football to worry about this season, so it's just the domestic cups that are going to be the potential fly in the ointment, as we found out yesterday. But this should be, even though we're away from home, a quite nice first fixture. Show me why we're in good form. And let's get stuck into it here at FC Tokyo. Is they going to rock the 4-4-2? It could also be that that team yesterday played 5 at the back. It's been a bit of a theme with this tactic we use. 5 at the backs, we do struggle to break them down sometimes. So that might just be our kryptonite. But these guys aren't playing it. Hopefully going to be okay. We are busting out the white uniform here too. So you can see there's a wall blue to try and match the club. We're going to wear something completely different. But the white and the black today, because Jubilo are in the sky with a bit of navy involved. But hopefully can carry on what we've been doing in the league, especially so far this season. We look really good in the J1. So let's hope that continues. Ishimaru set piece weapon at 2 meters tall. And we've got some good players in Miyazawa, the new Japanese striker we pinched off Yokohama down in J2. Was on the ball there. But look at this, we pinged the ball around quite nicely. It's attractive football here at FC Tokyo. As we fizz one into the mixer, and Valakari, I think, continues. A good start. We're just waiting for something here. I'm not too sure what. They are checking the goal. It's been disallowed. Okay, what was that for? Silence is deafening, because I cannot figure out what that was for. But apparently there was an offside in there, so we've been robbed a goal, but hopefully that's just going to delay the pumping we put on these guys. Thankfully actually win that one back. Now that's not a great header forward. I thought Lee Hyun there was going to have an absolute stinker on the ball briefly. Unfortunately not. We do get it back up here to Sato, Miyazawa, Sato, Bakirdanov. Nice play between those two as we take the ball out. This is a very weird start to this game, I'm going to be honest. There's been a goal disallowed which looked nothing near offside. Oh, do not... No, I don't want this today, FM. No. Big save. Right. This feels like a screw job happening here. I played a wrestling song in the intro. Maybe I should have just left what I was doing. Are we going to get a Montreal screw job? Or a Awata, Jubilo, Scrooge. I don't know which one's the place name. Either way, kind of feel like we got screwed out of a goal there. Early, we'll encourage, because we're actually not playing that well. Against the bottom of the league, who aren't doing anything super funky tactically, but let's hope when we get our chance we break through. We have been relatively clinical here so far when we get chances. There's Valakari now, plays it up to Miyazawa, out to Ishizaka. Valakari didn't score earlier, although probably should have this time surely. They're not pulling that one up. It's Yuki Miyazawa who makes it 1-0. Right, there we go. That's what we want. Can't take that one off us, even though it was relatively similar in the build-up. Yeah, good finish there from Miyazawa. Surely helping to solve any issues that some of these players have with a lack of depth up front now, because he's got off to a pretty good start to life here at FC Tokyo and made it 1-0 in this game, which is what we want. Hopefully make it 12 from 12 before a bit of a trickier game maybe against Today's Osaka, who are currently drawing with the Kashima Antlers, who is a team that we not deliberately but sort of rating this season just because they've got some quite handy players. But they are now 2-1 in front. We've got Valakari picked up a yellow, so we might have to take him off here going to the second half. We'll give Shoji a run, who's not... I want him to develop a bit more either alone or in the B team, but we'll give him a run while we've got the chance here. Sato's going a little bit fairly. We do have Rivera, who's pretty handy outright as well, so make a couple of changes. Not a great first half, honestly, but we're getting the job done for now with a whole 3-point gap, so that'll be quite nice. Going well, capable of better, is what we're going to say there. Not the best first half, but a little bit unlucky not to have a 2-goal lead. And here we go, so a couple of changes in behind the striker. Probably not going to be the worst idea at some stage to give Ishizaka a rest here too. Because his fitness not great coming in from where he was. Now Bakirdanov's got a yellow, so we'll get Gudazi on for him. Despite being complacent on the bench. Let's hope that doesn't prove too costly. But it's been an okay performance. Thought we might be a bit more dominant here against the team. Predicted to finish 18th and down the bottom. I might demand more here actually. See if that wakes them up a bit. I think most players have reacted quite well. But we're not even controlling position that well, which is something we did with this tactic quite well both at Manjung and at Newcastle. But now a free kick if we can pick out Ishimaru here. You'll see him there, number 15. 2 meters tall plus the afro. We're looking for him. Can't find him. Shoji. Shoji! Oh, it went wide. I thought the sub thing came up. That's a... Thought that might be a goal flash, but it wasn't. Right. Oh, no. Don't drop points to these frauds, guys. Please, no. We've got to clear this one away. Oh. Defend, you absolute mugs. What are we doing here? Right. Watanabe, and that disallowed goal's actually going to cost us here, isn't it? We didn't hit it away that well, and for some reason, Mauricio just hesitates there. It's a great finish, but... oh, goodness me. I should not have called the stream what I called the stream today. Fire up. What are we doing here today, guys? Come on. What can we do sub-wise here? I mean, Ishikawa's on a 6.4. I was going to take off Ishizaka, but a bit of pressure here to put on Ushibori. I might give him a crack, because the rating's not that great, and We've got another sub if we want it. Let's try and just... They do want us to play a higher tempo here, so we might just try it briefly. I'm not happy with this performance really though. Against bottom of the league, it is not really good enough, fellas. So let's crack on. If we maybe try this late too. Two centre mids, let's try that. And go a bit attacking as well. Let's try this. Courage, come on guys. They are time wasting. So this could be our first drop points the entire season. And it will be. Bloody referees. I'm going to claim that one on. We're giving us a 2-point gap too, so I'm really annoyed about that. Yeah, I have a bit of a go. Yep, that's two quite average performances in a row. But we do pick up the win. I'm sorry, a point, which is the main thing. But that's not a good start with, well, given where those guys were. So might have missed our new our former star left winger a little bit there, but I don't really know what that first goal was disallowed for. Didn't really see where the offside was, but we're going to make a signing here. Kazaki Samaya is a centre-back option. No one wants to come in for Maluka, that's fine, but Samaya will come in. Alright debut. Alright debut. But that's frustrating, that. Really thought there we should have got off to a good start in that stream today, but no. So that does mean the gap on top has closed a little bit, but we're still the only team without a loss. As we've got Solezo and Kashiwa Reysol. So Solezo are now in 11th, but season preview wise, supposed to be sort of up there. Back at home, hopefully can get something going here. So we'll do a prediction for that one if you want to earn some channel points and you are on Twitch. Now, I think we applied for the women's job at this place at 1 point. Might have been back when we were at Manjung trying to sort stuff out there. But he's a solid player. Solid centre back. Just well rounded. So we'll get him in and train him as a actual centre back, please. And that's going to be very handy. Squad registration. Samaya, and you come. Boomfa, lovely. And get you welcomed in. But yeah, so Laser coming into this off the back of a 2-1 win over a Kashima team with some quite handy players. Yeah, I think we also pinched this guy off them. Yeah, we did, so it is what it is. How did he go to start the season there? Bit hard to tell. Performance-wise, doesn't actually look that great, but I reckon attribute-wise, we've done all right there. So we'll just see what happens with the rest of our transfers that we've got on the well, in the works, and if we can also get that deal, the 1.2 million one there for where is he? Just saw it before. No one interested. Maluka, that's it. That might boost us up enough to do something quite interesting in the remainder of this window. Now I need to remember what it's a Wednesday. This will be a Tuesday, so really, unless you're not on the bench, I can't really use you here. So you're not a sub, so that's fine. You're unfortunately quite average. Yeah, I don't think so. Some of these guys don't need the game time, so these two you're fine. Kawari, you will be on the bench. I think the goalkeeper should be fine to play though, so I think that's what we want to do. Yeah, we'll be fine with that. we'll crack on. Should be a bit more gameplay today, and definitely on the weekend streams as well, because we'll be fully out of the transfer window. Right, Sheffield has signed that bloke. Another, maybe a goalkeeper would be quite handy. So we'll do that too, and also keep an eye on this area just in case someone pops up. Maxime Lopez. Very cheap for what he is. He's quite handy. Bit on the older side, but still. And it's pretty much what we're about to get in the cam anyway. So how are we looking currently? We've got 1.29, still a fair bit of wage available though. Okay, we were trying to offer out to clubs earlier, but it didn't quite work. But back at home, we're the favourites. Just a bit of a disappointing first up performance, unfortunately. But hopefully can bounce back here and hold top spot. Got a little while till we take on the likes of a actual preseason favourite in Urawa, who we just sold our best player to, which is why I didn't really want to do that one. I was hoping he'd go to Cologne, but he chose to stay in Japan, which was a bit disappointing. Now, Olympiacos want Kabari. This is a tricky situation. I mean, you're going to have to go to the upper end for this fella, let's be honest. 2.6, they're being a bit tight about this. Yeah, not for that fee. I know you're not rich in Greece, but you got to be a bit more reasonable than that. And Aaron Molinas, he's a bit on the older side as well, isn't he? Add him to the shortlist, but I think I want a young developing Cameron behind the other bloke that we're looking to get. Is Otsuka is off to Suleizo Osaka. Brilliant timing, because we're about to play them, so he can go because he's pretty average. So we'll say goodbye to him. Boost up the transfer budget. He was very average, so, and he doesn't really play where we want him to anyway as a wing back, so that's okay. Might have a crack against him in this game coming up. And technical advice, we are switching between playing through and bypassing the press quite often early this season. So I might have to see if one of those is a reason that we're just mixing our form a touch. Now, Loyo. We'll just go up here a little bit more and just see. So technical advice. I don't want to go cautious because that seems dumb. No, I think we'll stick with what we've got currently, even though it wasn't that great the previous game. Urawa and Shimizu. Now, this, I don't think we're taking 1 million for him. Isn't interested, so we can just reject that one, thankfully, because he's another quite handy centre back we've got on our books. So, Arroyo, so what are we looking at now with what we've done? We've got 1.3. We're not going to be able to get Rayner for 1.3, are we? So we might as well just do this deal. And a bit of an upgrade on the youngster in Shio in the cam from Paris FC. Only going to cost us $450 up front, so we are fully going installment wise here. But that is a new cam, David Oloyo, out of Spain and from Paris FC in this save in Ligue 1. So we'll bring him in. Add to that squad depth. Could be important as we keep trucking through competitions here, especially like it's quite busy anyway. If we get Champions League at some point here, that's going to be even worse, but he's quite a handy looking player in terms of that potential. Got a lot of it and can do a decent job back a bit further. Not amazing, but we can work on him. We can work on him. So that does mean that we can get Once I find him, where's he gone? What is he? You moved to senior squad. Registration, are you okay? You're not. Let's get you in then. Confirm that and Bumfa. And welcome him in. Thank you. And let's now get him hopefully in the team. No, they still haven't fixed that, have they? So we've got to go to the first team. And Arroyo can come in for Shoji. I want to, despite how good he is, I think we'll demote Shoji to the reserve squad maybe, just to get a bit more game time. So a couple of deals, just to boost up the squad depth here at Tokyo. And we'll do a quick little save as well. Hopefully be a bit better here, although it's a tougher team we play, but back at home. I mean, it should have been 2-1 there. I'm pretty filthy about the goal that got ruled out. I did not see an offside and all that, but anyway, it is what it is. They don't want us winning the league here with Tokyo, so you're going to have to do it properly somehow. Actually, Kawa's got to boost up. So, you know, not sure what to do in the goalkeeper situation. Now, Samaya is not quite as good as... Yeah, he's just going to be a bit of a benchy, isn't he? Yeah, I think we stick with that bench as is, and we'll be all good. So let's go into the match and give Aloyo a decent number. Oh, jeepers! Gonna go a bit wild here. 88. There wasn't many other options available, unfortunately. So, hopefully bounce back here. Home advantage. That's been working pretty well for us so far. Might try and avoid the whole you're in good form, because that definitely didn't work last time. And here we go. Pick up a win. We stay on top. Simple as that. But we take on a handy Selezo Osaka team. Expected to be top half just outside at early doors. Take flight. Hope you're doing well, man. Welcome in. Hope your day's going well. So we're in the dark blue with the red trim, and Selezo Osaka in the highlighter pink with a bit of blue. And hopefully bounce back from that disappointing draw against bottom of the league, which we should have won that, freaking referees. And would have then got a 3-point gap on top of the league early, but it's down to 1. You're in the UK then, goodness me, yeah, that's... You are up early. But here we go, right, set piece. Oh, Germany. Well, welcome and hope your day goes well anyway. Hopefully we can score a goal for you here. There's Fujikawa, Bakirdanov, Maurizio, the Brazilian. Dancing. Ishizaki. Oh, this is wonderful. Miyazawa. Don't you dare roll that one off. We score a lot of goals from the pullbacks. And with players that are kind of tempting the offside rule. But not that time. We take a nice early 1-0 lead here. Now this time, can we score more than one and put these guys away? But Miyazawa is doing a great job coming in from the Marinos. Down in J2. Somehow. But we managed to pick him up and take a 1-0 lead, so that is good. Let's hopefully put the foot down this time. Put these guys to the sword if we can. There's a team that plays a 4-3-3. At least when they're in position. Our position 4-2-2-2. So they do go a bit more reserved, as you'd expect. There's a yellow in there. It's to Bakirdanov, so I might have to take him off at the half again. For the fella who we had at the start of the season before we signed him. No, this is our first season in it. So we started off in Malaysia. It's a proper Journeyman, this one. So we started off in Malaysia for 5 years. Got a team up from the second tier into sort of on the verge of Champions League qualification each year, but we were well away from, Ishimaru, well away from like a JDT still. So we then actually, because we were struggling to get our coaching badges there, made the move to the Australian Women's League, went to Wellington for a little bit. They were £1 million in debt and can't qualify for the Champions League, which I am aware of being a New Zealander. So Chat, after 63 days, told me to go to Newcastle because they interviewed me despite the fact I applied for that job before Wellington. They took an age to get back to me. So we ended up going to Newcastle, won the A-League in the 2 seasons we were there both times, and in the second season won the Asian Champions League for the women. And this year made the move to FC Tokyo. So that's what's gone on so far in the save. We're jumping around a fair bit. So we get Gudazi on there at right back. But these guys, one of the preseason favourites, so have landed a quite nice job. Also picked up a bunch of coaching badges in our couple of years at Newcastle as well in the Women's A-League. So we jumped up from like a national B to now we're studying for a continental A. So that's what's allowed us to go back on the men's side, because that was why we actually had to go to the women's side. We couldn't really move up from Manjung in Malaysia with a lack of coaching badges. Yeah, I suppose off the back of a Champions League win though, so it does. That and the coaching badge upgrade kind of has helped us get to where I thought we should probably be getting a move to, off the back of getting a team like Manjung in a Champions League for 1 season. And we almost got into the knockouts with those guys, but just couldn't quite get the job done, which was frustrating. We were able to beat a couple of South Korean teams with that Malaysian outfit, so we showed that we were a handy manager, but the lack of coaching badges did cost us. But it is definitely an interesting move. I didn't rest after the previous game, I've realised. So this could be interesting here with the subs we have to make in this one. I have not. I just went with the base game, the base leagues this year. I thought that might be the smart idea, given how buggy the game is out of the box anyway. I'll probably next year we might try and do a bit of that, but not this year. And having moved to Japan, I dare say we've probably gone past that stage anyway of the save. Alright, a corner. So we're looking for Ishimaru here at all 2 meters of him plus the afro. And there he is. Just can't get it on target. Absolute giant of a man to be playing in Japan. As Gudazi's got a yellow now, so that's really worked out well, that sub from earlier. Oh, a bunch of leagues. Going deep as North Korean 4th div actually works fine. Okay. Yeah, I did play it safe this year. I do not concede, guys. We've been so much better. Not from a corner again. Not from a corner again. Set piece, coach. Bro, can we go a bit more? Get a few more bodies out the box there. So we'll make some subs here though, because Sado and Shimazaki are a little bit tired. What's happened there? No, don't want to do that one. There we are, right. Okay, I'll just make sure that does work properly, because this game can be a bit funky sometimes. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's right. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong one there for subs. But at least it's good that it's working, because that's some of the fun in FM, isn't it? Some of the wild leagues you can go to. I did do a New Zealand save for quite a while on 24, so something a bit different this year. Got one of the New Zealand clubs to win the Club World Cup, so take a break from that sort of stuff this year. I didn't have a plan for this save, but it is kind of becoming a bit of a hexagony, pentagony challenge without me deliberately doing it. So we'll just time waste a touch here. Haven't played for about a month though. Yeah, there's a few people like that, eh? There was an update this week, but it's mostly menu-wise, I'll say. I think there were a couple of little gameplay things, but not a ton. I think there should be a big surge when that World Cup update comes out late next month / early March, I think. I heard the whisper from a couple of other people's streams. Especially if the international management is actually a significant difference from how it's worked in previous FMs where it's been just a kind of afterthought. So we pick up a win, but again, it's not. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I heard the same thing. He said either late Feb or early March, and Feb's not a long month, is it? So, yeah, solid win. Like the fact it was that close is a bit concerning. We really should have done. I know XG says 1.17, but just lost some of our goal scoring touch ever since O'Hara went to Urawa. Blimmin' release clause. Yeah, I'll say we could have been better there. I think that's a fair one to go with there after that game. 11 unbeaten, some of that not us. But we do get our 3-point gap on top of the table, which makes those drop points at Jubilo, who are down in 19th, not quite bottom, but that makes that even more frustrating because we could be in a really strong spot if we got the job done there. But we'll pay on the prediction. Tokyo with a win. I'm praying it's a thing for ongoing saves. Yeah, me too. It'd be cool if it merged into this and you could, you know, get a job going into World Cup or something. Yeah, definitely hope that's the case. I'm more hopeful than expectant though, is what I'd say about that. I feel like it's probably going to be one of those ones where it's more likely to be a new save thing, but hopefully I get proven wrong. So a little bit of rest because we've got Kashiwa Ray Soul in a couple of days. So they sit in 6th, and for those wondering, supposed to be worse. We'll see though. Away from home, so we'll just get a prediction going. Got to get all the Japanese team names into my system now. I just got to the stage where I got all the Australian ones in. In 2 minutes, there we go. Right. Not quite got the goal scoring touch we had prior to streams. We've played games here, albeit not that many. But we're still on top, so I suppose it's a good thing. Still haven't lost a game. So we've got this one, Tokushima Vorti in the cup. That's where our struggly patch did start in that cup against a team in a pretty similar position. We are at home this time. Nagoya Glampus and a couple of others. Right, here we go. There's a bit of stuff happening here. So, Shu Maruka can shoot. Where's my sound for this actually? Where's the... Somewhere. There it is. Off you go. Oh, I do need to ask for more actually. Percentage of transfer revenue, if I can, please. Thank you. That's all I need right now. But he can go. He's old and washed. So off you go. Great servant. Go. Great servant, but you go away, mate. Yeah, it is. I thought it wasn't a bad one for the transfers. Is Debodster, they usually come out in October. Well, the early access comes out October, and the game I think gets released November. So you're in that sort of window. I hope you're doing well too, man. Let me know too if you want me to check on Kylie for you. She'll still be at Newcastle because she's, you know, not old enough to move yet. Now we'll get this guy in too. This was a freebie I sniffed around earlier out of Vitesse. Yeah, it was, which was a weird move to bring it forward given the state the game was in. But maybe there was some pressure on them from the big overlords after last year, maybe. That's a quite wild move to sign for a new club and leave your agent straight away, as Maruka goes. Not sure what's happened there. So we'll send him on a course and do that. So saying goodbye to the wife as she goes through exercise. Yeah, so Hudic can be quite handy with that potential. But that's maybe because he's in Asia. Otherwise, that's kind of weird. Now, what are we looking at now? 1.56 with still a fair chunk of wage. To see what we can do. I mean, he's a okay left back. That's an area I wouldn't mind upgrading. And a backup striker as well. He's called nasty, but pretty average. New Zealand World Cup group. It's all right. I reckon we can do enough damage to maybe get out of it as a third place getter, maybe. Because we've performed well in the past against the likes of Egypt or Iran, that sort of level. So we're probably going to get a bit cooked against Belgium, although they are, if we can run them around, never know. But it's a group we can do all right in. We're one of those nations that have a bit of a history on just in most sports of overperforming expectations. So hopefully we can get a bit of that going. He looks pretty well rounded for what we do for 900k. Yeah. I'll remember you, Petrovic or Vich. You're going to be too expensive, but you look quite handy. Grassi. We're getting some handy ones now. You should have. Why don't you pop up when we're trying to replace O'Hara? I mean, he'd be top quality, apart from the price. Yeah, I will deposit it just a second. And Kaikon. All right, this is what I've been waiting for. I don't know if it looks as good, but it doesn't enjoy being matches inconsistent, which is a concern because apart from that, he's easily the best goalkeeper I've seen so far. Right. Last World Cup was 2010, the famous South Africa one where we didn't lose a game. But there's Kylie, so there's in this weird spot where not much is going on with her. And to be fair, she's still in the off-season because A-League doesn't happen for ages, does it? So it was probably not the greatest timing for me to bring that up, was it? But she's still there. Just the 3 Australian caps got dropped before the Olympics for whatever reason. But Kashiwa Ray Sol up next, a fairly even game based on the odds there. But yeah, it was 2010, and oh, good, he's going to not worry about the striker, so we can ignore that. I was a bit concerned about that because it hadn't ticked over after we signed the lad from Yokohama, but now it has, so we can maybe not worry about that as much as some other areas in this team. So that's good. So who did I just find before on the left back? There he is. Right, because you look quite handy. Not huge potential or anything, but certainly handy and probably better than what we've got there currently, who's definitely more of a makeshift one. Yeah. Try and get him back into midfield maybe. Wouldn't be the worst option. He's coming to an age where we might look to cash in on him anyway, but we've got, what, 1.56. We'll go down once we bring in the other midfielder, but keep an eye on that one. If we can find a really good goalkeeper, we should probably prioritize that. But here is that other one. So Kawasaki for an overall fee of 1.4, but most of that is in installments. And thank you for the follow take flight. Sure, bro. But Kawasaki comes in just a really handy squad player at that age. So that's good. That works out nicely. Bit of extra depth for when these fixtures become a bit too much for us. To keep that same team out there week in, week out. So, and he comes to play a pretty solid centre mid. Get him in the reg. Age. Yeah, age. There you are. Right. Think we're good there, and get a bit of a welcome going on. Now, I think I don't want to go cautious. We're better than most teams here. I'll try it for the next match. Going out to the wide players now. Can we start praising these guys? Been here a little while now. We can. It's going to help us morale-wise. Still, that bug's still there where you can't click on the close button. Yeah, the in chat doesn't work still. Thankfully, you can do that, because otherwise, disaster. Yeah, it's that sort of stuff, isn't it? That just not really. No, it's not really a finished game when that sort of stuff is happening, isn't it? I'm still enjoying it though. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't be playing it. I would be trying something else. Oh yeah, I don't even touch the comp page. Thankfully, we don't have Asian Champions League here this year. Oh yeah, we're looking at fixtures. Yeah, I mean, on a previous back at our former club, there was a Women's World Cup going on, just over a year ago, and I was trying to look at that, see how players were getting on. Just completely effed everything up. So to redo a bunch of stuff for that stream, that was fun times. Given it was also during a transfer window and all that sort of stuff. So I never looked at that World Cup ever again. I still don't know who won it. But right, let's do a quick save here, because it's definitely time for one. 22 minutes. That's a big old time for this year's game. And we'll get into this game against Kashiwa. Hopefully can keep that 3-point gap, or maybe even extend it on top of the table, because it's quite nice there at the moment. It's a good little cushion, especially for that goal differential, and Kashiwa aren't that far behind us. It's an interesting game, this one. Ryan Harrison, I swear I always come up against that guy. And everyone out there is fit, which is good. Now, I want to get Kawasaki, I think, in this team over Hattori. Yeah, I've got something. I did have it, but it was slowing down the game a bit, so that's probably why I stopped doing it. Yeah, he's a bit better, isn't he? I think he's a bit better. Kawasaki, so we'll bring him in there as the midfield option, and we should be sweet. And some of these clubs make their bids, because I mean, they're all loans. I don't want to actually get rid of Hattori, but Paderborn's quite handy. And someone take Nazarov, because goodness me, I should probably put him on the bench instead of Mori, though, because he's quite high potential. But anyway, let's get into this one. Oh, now I know why we're doing that. Okay, never mind, because that's why we do that, because it's a complete waste of a foreign spot. Now Kawasaki, 17, perfect for you, and you get. Let's go. So Kashiwa Racel in the yellow and black, horrific colours. It's a bit harsh. I'm coming from a Dortmund fan, that's very harsh. The Revenge, sure, I wasn't here, but Revenge. Oh, daytime game, lovely. It's more a Wellington thing, honestly. Outside the Phoenix, Wellington teams are freaking annoying. But let's go with, come on Tokyo, let's beat these guys. Try and extend that gap. Make up for that freaking Jubilo result. So we are in the blue with the red stripe against the bootleg Dortmund. Yeah, I support Dortmund. Dortmund are a German team. I am more of a Liverpool fan overall, but Dortmund are one I've got a soft spot for. Are they? Grabbing my phone, you can tell I wasn't prepared for this. Are they playing today? I'm so walled out with the fixtures at the moment, given the time of year. Thursday night, that's a bit random. Miyazawa, Ishizaka, Bakiranov. Oh, come on. Lovely football. Valakari. I thought, well, who do you support take flight? Oh, tomorrow. I was going to say, I mean, I don't blame you. I've been trying to keep up with that OFC Pro League, and that's been mudded with all the rain outs up north this week. So I'm trying to keep an eye on 2 comps now, and it's getting very confusing. Oh, Eintracht Frankfurt. Ooh. Ugh. Do we talk about the Champions League? Sorry, I actually picked that result. I was quite proud of that pick. Now, Frankfurt are a pretty good team, aren't they? Yeah, I'll be fair, yeah. In that competition especially, I saw the form and I was like, oof. Without putting on even like a Dortmund hat to it. Take a free Frankfurt, so that'd be badass. I mean, I've seen some of the footy scram pictures from those German games, and you get a big old sausage over in Germany when you want a hot dog, don't you? It is legendary stuff. New Zealand could learn a fair bit from that, actually. We get our sausage that's just fits perfectly inside the bread. Germany, they go just hanging out both ends, just willy-nilly. That might not be the best use of words for that whole situation, but wow, it's a time to call halftime. But they do sausages properly in Germany. Not that New Zealand sausages are bad, but they need to work on the sausage sizzle, bread to sausage ratio. Reckon Hearts will win the SPL. Yeah. Oh, okay, bit of a Celtic fan. It would be kind of cool to see Hearts do it. Also got Kemi Devlin, haven't they? Hearts. I mean, of course they do actually. He kind of convinced the new next guy to sign for them, didn't he? On loan from Hearts. Good old former Wellington Phoenix. Sort of cult hero, Kemi Devlin, because he wasn't here for that long, but very handy player. Frankfurt #1, but huge soft spot for Celtic. Yeah, so it's kind of like Liverpool my #1 outside of, you know, the New Zealand teams. But yeah, Dortmund are right in behind that. And Real Oviedo as well in Spain. I got fully on the Spencer FC bandwagon back in the day, so that's where that one came from. Hamburger and Frankfurt friends. That'd be the war, wouldn't it? That should be a derby. Just based on the food. No, but don't hate each other either. Ishizaki. Oh, he's doing quite well here. Oh, put it away, son. Oh, Hideo Ishizaki. Best goal for the club. Right. Oh, hero, who are you? Oh, I thought that was the halftime restart highlight. Goodness me, he's done all sorts here. Made Kashiwa look right silly. Sushi FC. Yeah, jeez. Frankfurt friends, Waldhof, Mannheim, Chemie Leipzig, and Atlanta Bergamo. Oh, nice. I know a bit about the Leipzig clubs. I've ended up doing a couple of saves with the Leipzig clubs. I did one with Lokomotiv Leipzig to try and overthrow RB Leipzig, and then I did one with RB Leipzig. I was doing I was going through the Red Bull clubs after 25 got delayed initially, which, as it turns out, was not a delay. I really should at some point. That could be an interesting one, couldn't it? Certainly did me get to an end point of this whole thing. We're still in Asia, so this might end up being a year-long save. But if we have a week or... we'll have to see. Anyway. But no, I've not tried the under-23 challenge. Okay, let's try and sort this out. Come on, guys. Don't concede. We're in a nice comfy spot for once today. Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi, puts it over, thank you. Are they one of those with national teams in the league system? I think Hong Kong's just got the weird rule, because you legitimately have to let go of the players once they go over 23, so it's really hard to do. Oh, we got lucky there. I've seen it brought up in a couple of YouTube videos before, so it's a pretty brutal one trying to squad build. But yeah, Hong Kong First Division, isn't it? We're holding on, thankfully, here. This will be a nice result on the road. Especially before a cup game. Take some momentum. Yeah, it's Hong Kong only too, isn't it? Grief, that does sound brutal. And that's coming from the guy who did a recommendation of trying to win a UEFA Champions League. Guys, with a fully Oceania team at Haka, which I was going to try this year, but we'll see how we go. Final goal to make it to an Asian Champions League yeah, it would be blimmin' hard, wouldn't it? Italian, you give your male a Hong Kong passport. I don't really have an Italian team. If I had to choose one, it would probably be someone like Atlanta. But I don't really know why. Okay, guys, do not stuff this up. We had a 2-0 lead. Let's not bowl it late. Come on. Ushibari, nice work from you. Alright, we should really take off Valakari here too if we can. Bakirdanov, we've got the Arroyo that we can debut. Ooh. Might do it here. Arroyo on debut, and you get... Right. Yeah. I don't mind how they operate, Atlanta. Be the main reason for me. But yeah, but I don't have as strong of a connection to anything in Italy. We pick up a 2-1 win. With, for the moment, gone 6 clear. So either a bunch of stuff's happened there that's helped us, or other teams just aren't playing today. Probably the latter. Oh yeah, that will, won't it? Oh, nice. Good vibes. But yeah, they're not doing well in the league, are they? Oh, Fiorentina, sorry. Not, yeah. No, Fiorentina are going a bit stink this season, aren't they? I've got all my super brew prediction sort of stuff happening, and I keep an eye on all the European leagues. So we'll pay out that. Oh no, wait. Oh, okay, it's caught up eventually. So we are in a really good spot outside Consadole Sapporo. That's the only team that really in JF are threatening at the moment. So we're in a good little spot here. Early doors with Tokyo, and we did get the increase. I should have done that so much sooner. And that is so quick it's not funny for Valakari. Yeah, exactly. Udinese. Oh, okay. Oh, Empoli. Yeah, so Empoli I was keeping an eye on back when Libby Kakache was there, because he was a New Zealander, but then he went to Wrexham and that. So yeah, I actually forgot about Empoli since they've been relegated. Okay, we've got this cup game coming up against a team who are now mid-table in J2. They were a lot further down. Where are they? They're not awful. No, they just come up from J3 actually, so this should be pretty comfy for us. Yeah, that is quite weird, isn't it? Over in Aussie. Pretty wild, but so we've got a quick backup here, and then we've got a week gap, which will be quite handy. So we're going to try and rest our guys again, because we did get pushed a little bit in the cup last game. Against a similar sort of team who were going a little bit worse. So we'll try and keep these first team players going out there. What are we looking like now transfer wise? Nothing, right? What have we got left? We've got we've got £1 million left, right? Who are you? Right back, can't afford you, but will they do to the shortlist? Dual-sided? Handy. Good on both feet. Handy. So I think I still like the other guy as a left back option if that's what we're going to go for. I really need to check the goalkeepers, because I do feel like we're a little bit weak there. But he had some annoying attributes. Oh, sorry, traits, I should say, because doesn't enjoy big matches and inconsistent. Doesn't feel good for a goalkeeper. Fernando Tapia. Could be quite funky. Might muck up our squad a little bit, because we only have 5 foreigners. We'll go a right back, a left back, and a cam with Arroyo and Gaddazi on the bench. So we have to figure something out there. What could we do? We could. Yeah, what could we do with that? What are the inputs cut rules? Still 5, okay. Ishikawa's not going horrifically. Maybe we park the goalkeeper idea and just go for the left back, who would also be a foreigner, to be fair. But the current one is anyway. And your man you can cover. Where do I need the squad depth more? these last bit of money we've actually got, oh, we can sign Hudic as well at right back, so we're fine there. Especially if we get rid of who I want to. We've sorted out centre back, that's fine. Left back is still a little bit weird. A touch light there. We've got players there. We've got enough players there. Right wing, we're pretty okay. We've got some youth prospects. We are definitely okay there now. Left winger. A backup striker, if we could get a Japanese one, would still be quite handy. If I can find another striker who is a local, who they don't want mental money for. You're okay, but 2.7's a bit expensive. Venezuela. I think they wanted about 2 million for him. What did they want for Matsubara again? Because I quite liked him. 2.2, yeah, we can't afford that. I mean, we could almost. Let's do that. So now we're up to a much better transfer budget. Because he looks really good. And a bit better than what we've got on the bench. So if we can just find a way, what are we like in terms of our clauses here? Because we do have a couple. No, I don't want to buy the clauses. I want to get the ones that are for these. So 205 isn't great. What's this one? 57k. 225. Okay, we're getting some that we can work with. That one's not too bad. I might take that one now. Okay. Let me cook. That's not too bad. Seeing as that's just gone through. Ryan Teague. Hello. Did you used to play for us? Goodness me. Oh, we've fixed that already. Okay. Oh, what, you want less than... I should have gone 1.9, but sure. Right, if we can get him in, that's a quite handy little bit of a striker backup. Not that Miyazawa have been too bad. I did see the Paris FC one. That was big, wasn't it? But right, let's try and get him here. Yep, that's going to be fine. Now, do you want to be... Oh, bro, squad player, breakthrough prospect. Mate, you're going to get a lot more than that. Oh, so doable, so doable. Except I don't want to do this. Let's give you assist bonus. Hopefully you don't get any assists because you're a striker. Let's do that one instead of the other one. Boomfa. We can afford that. Happy days. Right, it's a big transfer, but I like him a lot. That's going to sort out our strikers for a long time. May have overpaid for him, but hopefully not. if we can get rid of some of these other guys who are a bit average in our squad too, we can maybe do even more, but that would be a big signing. That we might just get over the line there for the budget adjustments. I've just realised I probably could have done the freaking Geo Rayner move if I realised that a bit sooner, but it is what it is. We've got our cam in now, so it don't really need to do anything like that. So what's going on here? He's gone to St. Pauli. Oh, someone's gone in for him. Don't think we can. Right, what are these offers? No interest? Cool, we'll reject that then. Urawa. He may become unsettled. Oh, why? Why do they all want to go to Urawa? Bro, why do they all want to go to that club? I'm not selling it for that much. Persuade to stay. Champions League. Very influential. I was going to try and promise him I'd make Champions League, but we can't, so that's annoying. Yes, good, lovely. Right, we've talked him into that. Awesome. Paid off. Yep, so I think we've rejected everything. He says hopefully. Hopefully, yes, cool. Okay. Yep, just give me a second to get through the stuff, and right, so we're looking at Shin Yamada. Once I learn how to spell. There he is there. Shin Yamada, Makita Zalvia. He's, if it's the right one. So? Yeah, it's, yeah, tribute wise, it's pretty average looking. What's he done career wise? So you got to move to Celtic. Well, that was probably real life, was it? Celtic, then Malmo for reasons. Goodness me. Why did Celtic sell him with that record? Malmo. Got a great record for Celtic here. Then went to Malmo and did stuff all with a little stint at Shimizu. And has gone on a free to Makita Zalvia. Yeah. It's not done much apart from a little stint at Celtic, which I'm not even sure if that was after this or after the game started or during the save. He's probably on the downward at 32 as well, but yeah. Free Japan caps. But I think it's fair to say no, he doesn't look very good in FM. Retro, is there any way for a player to pass them making a run forward? Yeah. It will depend on all the roles and stuff you've got on, but it definitely can happen. He hasn't scored for Celtic in real life. That's wild, actually. FM, he's like 5 and 9 for Celtic is a heck of a record then. Right, who are you? You look handy, but you're proper pricey. Right, we've got a game on Wednesday. So we'll give you 60 just to be safe. I say safe, it's probably not safe, is it? We're on a 45. Maybe we'll still. You should hope so. Right. Oh, this is getting big money now. Right. 2.2 overall. What have we got in our shortlist centre back wise here? Can we actually upgrade on that? Not for a local player. I'll reject it because he doesn't want to go, but geez, they're trying to throw money at us for this guy. But right, so we've got Tokushima Vortex. This is going to be a who goes through. This will be this prediction. When we get to it, I think we're at home. Oh, we were at home last time as well. Goodness. That's a bit concerning then, because we somehow end up going extra time that day. We'll get a preg going for the cup. And what's going on here? Right. A bunch of transfer business. Cool. Let's sort this out too, just in case anyone amazing pops up on the cheap. Looks okay. Know about you. Really would like a proper good goalkeeper, but I don't think we're going to find one in this window. 35. Be 38, jeepers. We're looking at 455. Right. So let's hopefully get past the second tier team in the cup, because we should be. Now, this is a guy I probably want to keep around even more with that potential and his general physicals and whatnot. Let's view the offer. Maybe come unsettled. Oh, bro. I mean, I could. They're not offering nearly enough for him, but I would like to persuade to stay. More important part of a squad. You're starting here. Yeah, they're well short. 3.5, good, because that's well short. Reject that, and maybe we should try and, can we get him on a contract? Haha. Haha. You're stuck here now, boy. Right. And Matsubara comes in. Yay, should probably overpaid horrifically for him in hindsight, but the first time we talked to this club, they were talking about the 2.2 million. So we'll get him in. Good backup striker. And that means that if we want to do anything else, really, you have to try and get rid of some of this dead weight around the squad. Ishizaka's got injured just after I make a big signing. Classic. Yep, you are in the first team, aren't you? Thank you. How bad? 5 to 6 weeks. Okay. Leave to the physio. Awesome. There's our freaking replacement for our former star player, Gonski. So he'll now go on the bench in place of who was our Kawada. Really, I mean, Rivera can do a job out there, can't he? Despite being a horrific left foot. So, or we give a little bit of a run. For this game, we're probably okay going with someone like a Ushibori. Yokoyama can do a job there, to be fair, if he's going to hang around. So much to do that, but it's not ideal. And while we're here, oh, lovely. 2022, geez, you're on a really old gamer, just, that'd be nice. Right, let's, please, does someone want this guy? I've just made him our extra left winger, so it's probably not the greatest timing for this, but a bit of a cut price, do a flash sale. Mazra, please, I tried to sell you to someone and you turned and you wanted a freaking stupid contract, so please go. Okay, right. Fair enough then. Right, let's try and someone buy these bummers on my team. Yamada, please, can you go? No. I'm trying to get rid of these guys. Come on, game. Help me out here. He's handy. And you're the one I really want to sell. They need to raise funds. Oh, come on, the clubs that are silly enough to spend money on this guy. Please raise some funds. Please raise some funds, because he's not very good. I don't like him. I want him to leave. I want to get some money for him ideally before I'll probably eventually release him. Right, okay. Oh, we'll take flight. It's a bit slow on it. Hold on. What was that? Esteval. Okay, we're fine for this. Which Esteval? That Esteval. Are you joking me? Couldn't have done this earlier in the window when I had money. Frick's sake, game. Right. No, they're not. 5 foreigners in the squad, but not, you can register as many as you want. You can register 99 players. It's very, very loose. Wonder what he wants. Wouldn't be interested. More we're the top of the J League. What do you mean more recognized? Estevar. You enormous disappointment in this universe. Right, this will be for tomorrow's. Yeah, okay, we've got some players we can do this with. It'll work, okay. Yeah, I saw the Kolakovsky news back at Perth. Right. There we go. Do that too. Probably help. Yeah, shame what happened with him because he looked like quite a handy player at the Knicks. But just yeah, Bit of an injury magnet, unfortunately. But he seemed like a good lad. Hopefully he goes well over there. For the glory. Fair. Yeah, to be fair, I don't know if I would have much of an idea if I didn't play for my club. Or one of the New Zealand clubs anyway. He's not a bad player, Kolakovsky. Just a little bit injury prone. Did watch the Melbourne Derby. Okay. They're usually not bad games, but feisty, as you'd expect. Right, so we've got this one. And Dom Smith, thank you very much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. It's Quinn Booten. All clubs going after him. A lot. Sunderland have gone wild on him. At Eintracht Frankfurt. Can see why. He looks quite good. They got him off the Tuna Sitter for 40 million. They've barely... You think he would have got more game time after that season there. But goodness me. Oh yeah, 2, yep. Deposits are sorting it out. Yeah, Auckland are quite new, but they did win the regular league in their first season. So they've already got more trophies than the one that's been there for frickin' ages. Yeah, yes. This is the time where it's quite barren. But the save's going good. So it's a Journeyman save. We're at our 4th club in our first season here. At FC Tokyo, we are top of the J1, which is nice by 3 points. Just about to play a cup game against the 2nd tier team, but it's going well. And fair enough, take flight. Like the amount, like I live in New Zealand, the amount of times they say the wrong freaking club on the mainstream news or put the wrong club badge up is ridiculous. They really should have distinguished. They should have done AFC Auckland, which is what I called them for a YouTube save, but at least it'll be a little bit more clear then. Instead of the freaking Black Knights stuff that they harp on about. But yeah, no, Auckland FC are quite different. Is he? Not that great. But Dom, so we did 5 years in Malaysia, then moved to the Wellington Phoenix Women for 63 days. They were in such debt we escaped as soon as possible. And went to Newcastle Jets, where we won the A-League twice and won the Asian Champions League Women in our 2nd season. And now we're back on the men's side here to try and do it with this Tokyo team. So that's what's gone on in the save so far over 8 years, the short version. Left Malaysia because of lack of coaching badges and just you can't outdo JDT. It's impossible. Right, we might give Matsubaru a debut here with that yellow on. Miyazawa, also we should get him on training for the channel forward. What else can we do here? Yeah, so yeah, I didn't plan for it to be a Continental Conqueror, but it's kind of what it's turning into at the moment. But we'll see if it continues. Yeah, these guys need a bit more game time. I mean, to be fair, most of them are locked in for the B team, aren't they? We'll just make that change up front with the yellow card. Otherwise, should be good. 29 for a backup striker should be fine. See what Matsubaru can do. Yeah, that was probably before they drew off Boca Juniors as well. That whole bad mouthing Auckland thing. Because I remember watching how some people were going on about that, and then they, took a point off Boca Juniors, which was freaking great stuff. Goal scorer now playing for the mighty South Island United in the OFC Pro League. My new local club, because actual South Island club. Unfortunately got absolutely pounded by Auckland FC reserves in their first game and had their next one rained off, so waterlogged pitch. You had high hopes? Yeah, me too, to be fair. To be fair, both the Argentinian clubs were a little bit lackluster, weren't they? The Brazilian clubs were great, because I watched a fair bit of that. The Brazilian clubs were really good at that Club World Cup. Botafogo, you could see why Forest ended up signing about half their squad, because they look very good. And got a good look at some of those Estevaos before their Premier League move as well. I quite like that Club World Cup. I know there was a lot of Europeans that were, at least in the media, a lot of Europeans were shiting all over it, but I quite enjoyed it. Oh, I tell you what, Valakari, catch him out. Oh, we almost nearly did. Should have tried to ping that top right from the get-go there. Oh, there's a big gap for him there. Try and put that free kick away. But 25 minutes in, we are just going a little bit averagely here, but given it's a J2 team we're playing. But nothing to panic about yet, as the giant Ishimaru plays it forward to Bakirdanov. That's not a great ball, but that's great work from Matsubaru. And that should be a pen? No, it's a corner. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what your views were. I didn't want to say anything too bad, but there were a lot of hot, bad takes on Twitter about other clubs outside of Europe during that Club World Cup. Oh, yes, Matsubaru, please stay on side. He did. Like, one of the other teams I enjoyed watching was actually Mamelodi. They were great to watch at that Club World Cup. Like, they gave plenty in their games. It was a shame they didn't go a little bit deeper, actually. But we've taken a 1-0 lead, which is good. Let's hopefully this time around not try and stuff this up, because we really got a bit scratchy in our first game in this competition, the Emperor's Cup. But they are making their way forward here, and they've got him behind our defence, and they've scored. Why are we switching off in this comp, guys? Dear guys, come on. Can't even shout at you now. All over them, but like it was the exact same thing last time. They had their one shot on target and they scored it. And then they made it 2 shots on target and they scored that. It was really annoying because we had to go extra time. It's not happened yet, but it's given me flashbacks. I might legitimately need to think about that goalkeeping situation. Now, what can we do here? I think we want to put Rivera at left wing for this. How's Sato? His foot's preferred left, so what if we try? We'll try 2 wide forwards to make him feel a bit more at home here. Jeepers, that's not bad actually. 95% already. That's pretty big. Was that the... That was a men's game, wasn't it? I saw that there was a... I thought some of the big women's clubs were coming down as well. Well, I might have the wrong year for that. They do it quite regularly. Right, we are still only locked up at 1-1 here, which is quite irritating actually. Why we switch off in the cup, I don't know. We've got a week off after this. You can switch off while you're having a brief holiday, fellas. What can we do here? I mean, Matsubara is having a pretty solid debut. I don't know if we should take him off, given he scored the goal. Let's try putting those guys back where they were. And going back to that, maybe. Demand more, come on, you lot. Do not make this go to extra time. I would be livid with you if you did not beat these guys given those stats. Right, Matsubara's a bit tired. There's a couple of tired guys. Let's get them off while we've got extra subs. Or before we get into the extra time period. Rivera is having a stinker out there, isn't he? Yeah, it's happened both times I've played this competition too. I'm well sick of it already. I could have done Bugazi up there, but I think we'll be fine with this. And might do that. Keep the ball in play maybe. Because we turn that on here because the ball wanted it, but we played quite well without it on it the previous couple of clubs, so we might see if that's going to work. We should be doing quite well from set piece with Ishimaru being 2 meters tall, but last couple of games not so much. But we've made a switch. Oh, that was a good chance there. Just a block shot. Come on, guys, get up in there. Annoy this Oiji. He's probably annoyed already. Right, we've got a lot of tired guys out there now. We've got 2 subs left and we can make 1 more in extra. So I think what we... Oh, this is going to be tricky. Don't know if we can do Sato. So it's Valakari and Yamani. And that leaves Arroyo and Matsunanga who could come on. Can't do it. It's going to have to be Arroyo probably. Shaun Kawasaki in the cams might not be the best idea here. Arroyo, that's what I wanted to bring. No, undo. Undo. There we are. Right, sorry. Stuffed up a sub there. Hadn't gone through yet, game. Don't tell me I can't do it. Come on, guys. Let's go attacking. For goodness sake, beat. It's a J2. Oh, here we go. Set piece. Be very classic if I've turned off play for set pieces and we score from one now. Hurry up and find the Shimaru, guys. We're over referee's time. Don't encourage him. Ah, he's put it over. That'll be it, won't it? Yep, end of 90 minutes. We're going to extra time in a cup game again because we, for whatever reason, don't want to win these cup games. You've been the better team. Freaking show them. Shaun out. Oh, I mean, we still haven't lost a game here, touch wood. We'll go back to this, I suppose. What can we do? Not a lot before we've gone on the bench, really, is there? We'll save the extra sub up, I think. And probably go back to positive, just to play things safe. We did score the first minute of extra time the other day when we went to a similar situation. Yeah, extra time cup game, yeah. I mean, look at those. Look at those stats. Right, Ishimaru, the big unit. Okay, that's thankfully worked from Arroyo, because otherwise I was about to blow my gasket at him with that header into absolutely nowhere, but it has kind of worked. And he's on the ball here. The young Spaniard who's coming from Paris FC. Arroyo got Greedy, you silly little Spaniard. Come on, bro. Square that one. Miyazar was on fire and he was right there. And that's not great from you either, Ishimaru. But we've got a free kick. Ishimaru, you're tired, but this is your bread and butter, this being 2 meters tall. If you know, we actually aimed at you. Right, we'll bring on him and keep him happy. Yeah, probably want to shore up the defence here a bit more than midfield. Just debating what we do. What's his natural fitness? 13, 14 stamina. 9. Yeah, we'll do that for our last sub. And hopefully we just find a way despite losing our giant at the back. Shimazaki does also have the assist for the goal we scored. Okay, here we go. Play that ball forward. Right. Rivera, square it. Okay, that wasn't what I was thinking, but it might work. It doesn't. Shots on target, guys. Goodness me. We're getting the chances off anyway. I hurf this one deep. Also, fair warning, this probably will be the last game of stream, because I'm supposed to end in about 10 minutes, and seeing as this one did go to extra time, yeah. So, apologies, but what have we done? Well, I thought I'd done a bit longer. Anyway. Oh, how have we not... Wow, penalty. Cheers, ref, because that looked very, very not. But anyway, that might make up for the ruled out goal from earlier. Rivera. Wow. How's he not saved that? I'd be filthy if I was on the other end of this. The penalty call and that. Goodness me. Yeah, both the penalty call and that goalkeeping, I'd be freaking filthy on that. I mean, we absolutely deserve it based on stats, but anyway. NZ team should be in Australia Cup. I think the one's in the A-League, yeah, because they're playing in an Aussie competition. I mean, on the whole, probably not though. It's kind of weird. I've got this because we've got this whole OFC Pro League situation now, and for some reason there's an Australian team in it, even though they can't qualify for the Club World Cup because they're not in Oceania. I don't know why we've got this thing where we don't know why we complicate things so much down here between Australia and New Zealand. What really needs to happen is they just need to be in the same confederation, and it makes everything a lot easier. But yeah, Rivera, fret the right. That's a proper goal. Yeah, especially when Wellington aren't in it. Like, I don't. Yeah. Yamaguchi just stuck a foot out there, and then he just evaporated because he forgot to do the rest of his job. So, goal there for Rivera, who's now got 2 thanks to the penalty, which was very fortunate, and we pick up a 3-1 win. So, we got there eventually, but geez, we like to leave it late in these cup games. Yeah, a bit of a let off there, guys, honestly. We'll take the W, but jeepers creepers. Yeah, that's the other thing though, isn't it? Like, New Zealand aren't going to leave because, especially now, it's a free World Cup spot, more or less, isn't it? But yeah, it's a bit weird. Like, yeah, it is what it is. I get a bit confused about how they run the whole thing with the Australian Cup with New Zealand teams, and although it If you just call it the A-League Cup or something, I know they've got not just A-League teams in it, but then I could kind of get it. Having the couple of New Zealand teams in there. But then you have OFC Pro League and you're not having Wellington in there because an Australian team's in there. It's freaking mental, that. But we get away with that. It should be okay to actually not rest these guys too much now because we've got a week-long gap. So, into September, we've got 2 games before the transfer window closes. I don't know if we're going to do much because not a lot left, unless we start to sell some players. Actually, a bit more than I thought left in that transfer budget. But top of the J League, we'll just see if we can find out who we are going to be. Yeah, it is, eh? Thankfully the Jets got up to win the Aussie Cup. Doesn't seem quite so weird then. Haven't to worry about a Kiwi team winning it before because the Knicks have never got that close to it. Let's be honest, they always tend to just use as pre-season training, the Wellington Phoenix to that Aussie Cup, but Auckland are good enough to actually go quite deep most of the time. Oh boy, they're still going to come after our guy. Hopefully we can keep hold of him. Right, we're at 5:20. Got a bit of time. Let's just see if we find out who we've got in the cup next after that. Bit of a scratchy performance. Oh, really? That'd be badass, eh? That would be quite nice then. Right, what are the offers? Not enough. Not enough. We did sort that out earlier. Oh, okay, we've got a couple of loan bids in. Makaguchi. Do you want to buy him? Because honestly, he's not that great. We might as well get him off the wage bill. Review the offer. Yep, take him. He's not good. Oh yeah, Heidenberg. That would have been cool actually. In hindsight, I forgot about those guys. Well, I forgot that the reserve manager signed that guy. Not as good as I was hoping he'd be. Yep, you can go on loan as well. Right. Oops, sorry. Yeah, we still can't get some bids for those players that we do want to sell. Have we got our fixtures in yet for the Emperor's Cup? No, what's going on with that comp? Oh, still a couple of games to happen. In a couple of days' time, we'll try and see who we get, eh? Then we'll wrap things up for today. Before we get stuck into a bit more... Yep, it's fine, except that. That's the... It does sound German, yeah. Probably was, actually, wasn't it? Sounds very Heidenheim, doesn't it? But what have we got next stream? Sanfrecce, who are up there, I think. Yeah, they're third, so it's going to be a big game after Nagoya. We've actually got some tough games. Those two there are quite brutal before Shaun, who are down near the bottom. So a couple of brutal ones we're going to have on Saturday. Oh, you're right, mate. Don't worry about it. As long as chat's active, I don't mind, jeez. Oh, hello. I could have done that earlier. I would have... Actually, no, you haven't got that much potential. Never mind. I like who I signed instead. And I will sort that out too for next game, just so I don't forget. We'll get him in, and I really should probably start Rivera. But we'll figure it out in the future. But that starting lineup for the most part looks good. Just Bit of a bummer that we lost our new left winger. Now we've got some fixtures on the Saturday, and then we should be able to find out who we play in the cup. Oh, sorry, yes, sorry. Slack, Shaun. Goodness, mate. There you go. Yeah, poor from me. Poor from me. I do often forget for the game that's the last one. I'm going to shut that window, and then it's like, oh yeah, I've got to pay people out, don't I? Don't worry. You always get your points. Even if it doesn't, I'm not fully onto it. Jeez. I could have snuck one in there, couldn't I? Could have snuck in a drawer and then you would have been... Oh, then you would have been stuffed. But no. I'm not that dodgy. Send Joshua Kimmich. That would be wild. Who would he play for? But what team would sign Kimmich? Actually need to sign Kimmich? Obviously it would improve everyone. But you've got Sakai at Auckland, so you probably wouldn't need him there. Tim Payne at the Knicks. I don't know if you need him either in over the New Zealand teams, which is an utter wild statement to say. It'd be, let's be honest, it would be a Sydney or a Melbourne club, wouldn't it? Yeah, I know. I was trying to think of it semi-sensibly, which is probably the complete wrong way to think of it. But you know, who needs who's got a really not that great right back as well as thinking. Just thinking off top of the head, that probably not either of the New Zealand teams unless Payne leaves. Ooh. Go on. Give us that money, Man City. It's going to take a little while, isn't it? But oh, fair play. Geez, we might produce some quite good centre backs at this club. Just seeing we've already got the club, and that guy's over at Man City. Anyway, I mean, he's not elite, but he looks freaking handy. But we've got Constele Sapporo in the 4th round of the Emperor's Cup, which will be played. Fixtures, Shaun, fixtures. There it is. Which will be played. It should be next stream, early October. So, yeah, we've only played 4 games again. We're on a bit of a short weekday streams at the moment just because my wife doesn't teach during school holidays, which means she wants her food a lot earlier. That's going to be a tough game. The Constele are also right up there, so we go some pretty brutal games next time. Sheba are doing all right. It's going to be a bit of a tough one. But hopefully now we've done a lot of transfer business so we can get through a few more games, and the weekend streams do tend to last longer. But I'll save it up there. Thanks for popping in today, guys. And to all the new people who did come in. Melbourne Victory is second. Yes. One matter. Yeah, he was at Western Sydney, wasn't he? Last year. Which, yeah, now that they've sacked their manager. Because they've got a lot of sort of journeyman, good at former club players to do the good old Wanderers. That means it likes you. Sengru comes up and beats us up. Yeah, I do prefer New Zealand. There's no wild animals. I say wild. There's nothing that can kill you in quite the same way as there is in Australia. Always a good bonus compared to, Australia. I will say, though, anyone who goes swimming is a bit of in the open waters when you've got swimming pools. Both here and in Australia, kind of mental because sharks. Just why even risk it? Right, who is on at the moment? There's a guy with no face cam. He's legitimately the only option. I think. Does he speak English? I think he does. Right, we're going to go raid this guy. I even see Lawson. Well, hopefully he's a Liam Lawson fan. I don't know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Take flight. Really? I did not know that you were allowed to eat the national bird of Australia. Okay, that's a bit wild. Anyway, I'll go raid this guy if you're on Twitch. We'll see what happens. He's got no face cam, but we haven't got many options. So go in there, be nice. I'm going to go sort out dinner. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on Saturday. It'll be probably a little bit earlier than I started today's stream, and we'll probably go till about this time. So it should get another solid half hour or so in, maybe even an hour, depending on how life is going. But I'll catch you guys then. We'll get for a bit more of the seasons then, hopefully, as well, because these last couple of streams have been a little bit on the shorter side, so a bit longer on both Saturday and Sunday. Until then, guys, have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you then. Bye.